tricked me.
You tricked me, my Helly. Everyone seems to be talking about this scene and people want to know why Jame feels tricked. Good news? I have the best theory. Hear me out. How did we get here? Let's rewind. Mid-season, Irving was fired from Lumon. But did that cut off his interest in Lumon? Nope. He kept digging and that put a target on his back. It appears Lumon wants him gone, and at breakfast, Helly tells Jame,
"We're seeing to Mr. Bailiff."
Mr. Bailiff is being handled. Jame believes her. For the confused, Bailiff is Irving's surname. But what if Helly was lying? Out of love for Irving, Helly may have conspired with Bert to send him somewhere safe, somewhere Lumon couldn't reach him. And that train station goodbye? Not just a farewell. Bert was once the guy Lumon used to handle their dirty work, to silence people. Now that he's retired, someone else has taken over. Jame may have expected Helly to call Bert's replacement, have Irving picked up, and sent straight into the void, likely to Lumon's deep, dark depths, never to return. Jame waits, and waits, and waits for Irving to get to the destination he most likely was looking out for. It never happens, and then it hits him. Helly tricked him. Here's the twist. Jame wasn't talking to Helen the Audi at breakfast. He was talking to Helly the Innie. Viewers might assume it was Helen, but nope, the captions confirm it was Helly all along. And Jame? He thought both versions of her were loyal to Lumon's vision. Big mistake. Jame's about to learn the hard way. Helly isn't just a rebel. She would burn Lumon to the ground if given the chance.
Miss Marshall White, 9th floor.
Now let's talk about Cobel's interaction at the cottage. This moment, linked with the title of this episode, pays homage to the 1960 installment of the classic series, The Twilight Zone. In that movie, a woman called Marcia White visits a store to get a gift for her mom. An operator takes her to an empty elevator that leads to a seemingly non-existent 9th floor. There she'd find the perfect gift, a gold thimble she was looking for to gift to her mom. Before she can make her way out of the store, she notices a dent on the thimble and attempts to return it. But she'd later be trapped in the store, where she comes to realize that she is a mannequin who's been temporarily brought to life to experience the human world. Cobel's reference to this was a coded message, one that made the supervisor back off immediately. This wasn't just nostalgia, it was a Lumon passphrase. But what else is hidden in plain sight? Miss Huang's storyline hints at a disturbing pattern. In episode 8, it was suggested that Cobel was taken from her mother as a child. Her conversations with Sissy make it clear. Her mother didn't want her in Lumon. So, is Lumon stealing children? The company's mantra seems to be, catch them young and they shall be yours forever. Just like Cobel and Milchick, Huang may be another groomed from birth future leader of Lumon, and this episode may have just confirmed it. And speaking of Milchick, is Milchick losing it? Milchick thought taking over from Cobel would be his moment, his golden promotion. But instead, he's drowning. He's losing control. His leadership style is failing. Even his language is being criticized. And the pressure, it's mounting. He needs Mark to finish Cold Harbor, but Mark is slipping through his fingers. Milchick snaps at Drummond, something we've never really seen before.
Devour feculence. It means eat shit, Mr. Drummond.
So here's the real question. Is he losing his loyalty, or was he just never qualified in the first place? Because if Cobel were still in charge, she would have caught on to Mark's nosebleeds instantly. She'd know Mark was integrating. Milchick, he has no clue, and that might be the biggest threat to Lumon yet. And then there's Cobel, who has officially gone rogue. She's now in Mark's camp. Whether her desire to help is genuine or one that serves her self-interest, we are yet to see. But for now, she seems interested in helping Mark rescue Gemma, one that must see to it that the Cold Harbor project is never completed. As I broke down in my last video on Severance, completing Cold Harbor means that Gemma dies forever, and Cobel just confirmed it in this episode. While Mark is away, Dylan resigns and leaves only Helly in MDR. With nothing to do, she's picking up where Irving left off, trying to reach the black hallway door. What will she find behind the door? Would her finding be enough to bring Lumon down, or is she playing a dangerous game? Drop your theory in the comments. Let's go back to the breakfast scene. I think I may have found a hidden clue. Helly first halves the egg and arranges them to cover the mother and father figures on the plate's engraving. She then goes ahead to split them into 6. Coincidence? No way. Eggs symbolize fertility. And 6 eggs from 2 parents? Does Jame have 5 other kids we don't know about? Here's the kicker.
She's one of James. No one's to know.
Cobel outright states that Devon is one of James, and her pregnancy being kept secret. Has Jame been up to some naughty stuff we would later find out? I'm just thinking out loud, but does it make sense? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Before we go, let's talk about the best lines from this episode. These moments hit hard. Number 1.
I'm sorry, the wind was whistling over the hole in the back of your skull, so I didn't quite get that. Did you just call my plan a fucking mistake?
Number 2.
How are you?
Oh my god, so good. My wife's being held prisoner at Lumon, and I just got brain surgery in my basement. How have you been?
Number 3.
Devour feculence. It means eat shit, Mr. Drummond.
Did I miss one? Drop your favorite line in the comments. And if you think Lumon is about to go down in a bang, hit like and subscribe, because trust me, this story is just getting started.